check, check. Check, check, check. Hi. Oh my gosh. Hello. How are we? Hi. Good morning. I'm just checking to make sure everything is fine. Good morning. How are we? Hello, hello. Or good afternoon or good evening. Everything looks happy and good. I have to remember not to like run over. I have a little light behind me to light up this corner. And I just want to make sure I'm not gonna run it over. Hi, Pedo Death. How are you? Hi, Prof. Hi, Justin. Hi, Dyslexic Penguin. Tuman. How are you? Hi, Adam McKinney. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing so good. Oh, it's so cold though. I'm wearing broken flesh today. I decided to go local. So I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty happy with it. It's so freaking cold though, and I'm not about it right now. It's like wicked cold. I slept with my windows open last night, and now it's like, I know, it's like 60. I mean, it's 64 in my house, which is not bad, but it's like 43 outside. Hi, Hard Rock. How are you? Hello from Greece. That's so exciting. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday so far. Oh, it's just, I've got so much exciting stuff to tell you. I'm actually going to check my email. So, bestie, for all of my Twitch subscribers and my YouTube peeps that are in the live stream, I bought emotes, custom emotes. Yes, for the Twitch and for the Discord and stuff. So I bought emotes, some animated ones, and then a bunch of like not animated ones. I'm waiting for the girl to do them though. So yes, I know the emotes right now for Twitch are like so boring. There's a few that I'm going to add myself that I've got from the Discord, but I'm actually going to check my email right now, girl. I bought them on Saturday, so I don't know if she's got, like, so far she hasn't got them done yet. But let's see. Yeah, I haven't gotten anything from her yet, but I'm hoping that she responds to me. She comes back to me like later. Tomorrow she's supposed to give me the animated ones. But why not steal? Well, making emotes like is really hard. Tell your wife I said hi, Jacob. How are you? Good luck stealing art that doesn't exist yet. Yeah, right. Hi, Tatsu. How are you? Making emotes is really hard. Like, I literally just have maybe 7 emotes for my Discord, and it's hard. Like, and those things are tiny for like pixels, and you know, it's not super difficult to get like the meme emotes, but I wanted some cute custom ones, you know, so that's what I've got for the Twitch and soon YouTube chat. So be definitely looking out for that. Hi, Metallic Death. How are you? Hello from the faraway land of America. Hi, Ollie. How are you? Guys, I'm freezing. Oh my God. I might have to actually grab a blanket. Like, I put socks on. I got my unicorn house shoes on, and I'm freaking cold. It's so cold. And I'm like ready for it, but I don't know if I'm prepared for the cold weather, you know? Like, especially because August and half of September was like wicked hot. Y'all know this if you're anywhere near the the central US. It's always atrociously humid and hot. Gloss time. How are we? How are we? How are we? Are we doing good? What have y'all been jamming? What have y'all been jamming this week or over the weekend, last week? Let me know. Any new bands you discovered this weekend? I listened to so much stuff, and we're definitely going to talk about it. It's going to be really fun. Dillinger mostly. The weather here can be weird. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. The wind is the worst. Because the wind chill is what makes it even colder. Because it could be like 40 something here. And then the wind is what will make it like feel like it's 10 degrees outside. Technotronic. 90s techno. That's so cool. Just a hologram. How are you? North Texas checking in. Can confirm the stupid weather this weekend. Kyostritual? Ooh, who's that? That sounds cool. Amorphous. Yes. I still need to do my review video for their debut. I cannot pronounce the actual title of that record, but I've been jamming it. But I want to like listen to it more and actually like have my thoughts down for it before I do a review, you know. But the Amorphous record is really, really good. Yeah, I have a stack of music next to me that I am so excited to talk about. There's some really exciting things that have been kind of like happening in the metal sphere. And yeah, I think like the first thing is like freaking Judas Priest just released a new single. I'm pretty sure, it's Panic Attack. I keep wanting to call it Painkiller because I know that that's like on my list of stuff to do for Thrash Giving. So, hi Metalhead Coaster fan, how are you? Hello, hello. If this is your first time in the stream, do not be shy. Say hi, let me know where you're watching from. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We post daily videos all the time. And also make sure you like this stream. It helps boost it, girl. So we got 17 people in the YouTube chat, 6 people in the Twitch chat. I hope you all are doing so wonderful. You listen to hair metal, melodic, and sleaze. Ooh, Rat, Warrant, Firehouse. Great White, Def Leppard is really good. Petra, I still haven't checked out. Yeah, I did Rat recently. I need to actually listen to them more. They're so like 80s hair metal. I love it. Somebody was like, oh, hair metal is not a thing. It's called glam metal. And I was like, they're kind of basically the same thing. I don't know. But, you know, genres and their names. First few Amorphous albums are your favorites, although you still enjoy their newer stuff. Yeah, so that's what I'm really excited about with Amorphous, is checking out more of their, just more of their discography, because based on, like, what y'all have said and what I've kind of, like, looked at, is that their discography changes so much from their debut to like what they're releasing now. So, and I've heard all of their albums are pretty solid. I've also heard just like the first like 3 to 4 records are good, and then they kind of go for this more like, you know, I guess modern sound. So Corpic Klani. Oh, I am not familiar with them. What are they? Celestial Bloodshed also has been on your heavy rotation. That's so cool. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of death metal and a lot of course, because that's kind of like my genre. But I've been listening to a lot of death metal and like heavy metal, thrash metal. If you think only their first few albums are good, you are wrong. Just saying, they got way better at songwriting. That's fair. See, I don't know. I've only listened to their debut. So, that's basically it. But I'm really excited. I didn't have this as a stream plan, but y'all can let me know. I know. But y'all can let me know if you want to help me pick the vinyl B. I didn't put it in the stream plan, but I was kind of thinking about that while I was getting my lights set up. I was like, maybe they would like to do that, because I don't know. I haven't really finalized my decision for what letter B vinyl I want to get for that series. But I was thinking Bolt Thrower. So I kind of wanted to see what Hell's Headbangers had for Bolt Thrower stuff. Also, I'm like not totally satisfied with like my buns today, but girl. Butt thrower, that's what you call them? That's funny. I'm so cold. Jesus, take the wheel. Didn't say they weren't good, just I prefer the earlier stuff. Justin's taking shots this morning, so everybody just be aware. Oh my gosh. Behexen. Yes, I've heard about Behexen too. We listened to a lot of really good music on Twitch last Friday. So, by the way, let me see if these commands actually work. So I set commands. This might not totally work for YouTube, but it works. Yes. Okay, great. I added commands in Restream. So if you want to follow my Twitch, my YouTube, or my Discord, you just put !point and Discord, Twitch, or YouTube, and it's there depending on where you are. Join my Discord, though, the Mosh Pit. We're almost at 420 followers in there, or like members, and bro, 420, what's up? Let's do it. But if you join my Discord, then you can submit requests for the Twitch live stream reactions in the Metal Rex channel. So we do live music reactions every single week on Twitch. So if you've got song requests and stuff that you want me to listen to, or like jam or whatever, Fridays, join the Discord. If you're a Patreon member already, I'll do weekly posts for it from now on. So you also listen to the new Year of the Knife stuff. This week is Bad Music Friday. I forgot. Yes. Yeah. So this Friday on Twitch, we are doing Bad Music Friday. So if you want to join that and you want to make me suffer, join the Discord and submit your thing. Or if you're in Patreon, just wait for my post later this week. Bramble. We did finish Bramble. Very weird game. Very weird game. If you've got Game Pass, play Bramble. It's very gory and disturbing and has a lot of like disturbing elements to it, but it's like kind of got this fairy tale vibe, and it was just kind of weird. A very anticlimactic ending, though, I have to say. So this stream isn't titled Bramble on Twitch, is it? Okay, good. Thank God. I hope Steel Panther is on the bad music list. Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't made the list yet. I grow at the 80s era, and my dream was to work at Capitol Records or to Whiskey A Go-Go. That's amazing. Yeah, it was my childhood dream to, I don't know, be like a famous rock star, honestly. I think it's any kid that's into music, they're always like, I want to be famous. But yeah, I've always thought it would be cool to work at a record label and just like work distribution or something. You can put Napalm Death now. Napalm Death is great. Scum is a lot, though. I really like that record. It's very intense, though. It's definitely not as intense as Apocalypse by Rotten Sound, though. You have some stuff from Saint Anger. Oh, no. Okay, so... I mean, I guess you can play it, because I was kind of Saint Anger and Lulu for later reactions. When I get, you know, through the Metallica stuff, but we can just do it. It's fine. Because honestly, I don't want to like hold off on doing stuff just for the hopes of doing it. I've learned from that. But I've never listened to 6 Feet Under. So I've heard of Chris Barnes, obviously, and I've heard of the band. I've never listened to them before, so I am afraid of that. Baby metal should be on that list. Oh gosh. Some good bands that are same subgenres. Dalriada, Alluviate. I've never listened to Alluviate, but I've listened to Dark Side of the Moon, which has one of their guitarists in it. Don't let that fool you. Steel Panther, never listened to them. Are both interesting listens when you consider the context of the album? Girl, I'm a little afraid. How about a grunge review? I'm down. I'm definitely down, Adam. I haven't done... Because, like, is grunge... This is a very ignorant question, so just bear with me. But is grunge... It's not the same thing as punk, hardcore. It's, like, in the same... like decade, because grunge I guess started in the 90s, and then see, I just don't even listen to grunge. I've never listened to grunge really, except for I've listened to a little bit of Alice in Chains, mostly because I worked retail, so it was like on the mix all the time. Talk about suffering. Grunge is a mix of metal, blues, and some other stuff. Okay. And then obviously, like, Nirvana I've listened to. Yeah, Nirvana I've listened to. But honestly, I'm not a fan of Nirvana. I'm just like, Nirvana is very... Which is... It's kind of cool because, like, I lived in Portland, Oregon. And I've been to Seattle and visited all of there. And it's like, Nirvana is like the epitome of... that scene. It's like, it's cool because it's like, when I think about Nirvana and I listen to it, I think about like Seattle, and I listen to like, or think about like Portland and the West Coast. It's such a vibe, you know, but it's just not really. You said you think the Panty Boys were grunge. Oh, they're definitely grunge, at least from what I remember. You know, they have that absolute grunge sound. And that was like the original first opinion I had on Pantera. And I need to revisit Pantera. I haven't given up on them. I haven't given up on any of the bands that I you know, am on the fence about. So I will always like return back to them and see how I like them. But 90s is basically grunge for like rock. At least in my opinion. There's a like... Pearl Jam is like, I mean, the Pearl Jam's like, yeah, Pearl Jam's just like 90s rock. Not necessarily grunge. I don't know. Every day has been a Black Sabbath day for me lately. I love that. Also, hello, Keith. How are you? 1990 to 93 was where all rock sounded like grunge. True. Listen to S-Note Part 2 from Pantera and you will see some grunge. Gross. Oof. Boof size large. I mean, it's fine. Like, I don't know. I haven't given up on Pantera. I'm very interested to hear like what their kind of glam metal sound is, and then how it transitioned from glam metal to their kind of what are they even? What the hell is even Pantera? I forgot. I was just like, oh, they're like grunge. They're just, what are they? Groove metal. That's right. They're groove metal. Hi, Hallian. How are you? Welcome to the stream. The singer from Collective Soul is still alive in Soul Asylum. That's cool. They're thrash groove. Okay. That's what I thought. Coachella was started by Pearl Jam? Really? That's funny because now Coachella is just like all mainstream pop music. Although to like for the festival scene, like Pearl Jam is considered a mainstream band for the festival scene. Because they did ACL when I lived in Austin and they were a headliner. Anytime you're ever in one of those mainstream festivals, you're kind of like a mainstream artist. You know? I'm doing good. I'm just cold, girl. I'm cold. Noctiluce played there last year. Coachella or ACL? ACL's been freaking sad for... Oh my gosh. Have y'all seen the lineup for ACL? Like, it... This is like the saddest lineup. And like I did ACL when I lived in Texas, ACL was a 1 weekend thing. So that means you had like 100,000 people coming into Austin for this festival for 1 weekend, 3 days, starts on Friday, ends Sunday night. And this was insane. I lived like 5 minutes away from downtown Austin, and yeah, basically it's kind of crazy. I wonder if they have the lineup. Did they get rid of it? Okay, so this is their lineup here. Billie Eilish was watching them from the side of the stage. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so this is the lineup for this is weekend 2. This is just Sunday. Yeah, the schedule is about to end. So like weekend 1, they had these are like their main peeps. They had Lil Yachty and Kendrick Lamar, and Kendrick Lamar was like over an hour late to his thing because of airplane problems, or like because he was late. Look at all of these like main people. Like none of these people, the Foo Fighters, that's about what you get. You know, like this is ACL, Austin City Limits. This is literally a festival, a major festival. The tickets back then, like 10 years ago, were like $275 a person. And I don't even know how much. Niall Horan and Hozier and Mumford and Sons. Bro, is it like 2012 again? Like this is what so many people were saying. Is it literally 2012 again? Death Grips is great. The Death Grips is great. But like these are all, not including Niall Horan, but like Hozier and Mumford and Sons being like, girl, no. This is not 2012, 2010. Lil Yachty, Kendrick Lamar, Foo Fighters, and then yesterday, again, you had Hozier and Mumford and Sons. And that was your festival lineup. Oh God, the Rocklahoma one was sad, dude. Here in Florida, we have a festival every January to February called 70,000 Tons of Metal. So I've heard so much about that, and I've had several people say that I should go to that festival. But isn't it on a boat? Right? Have you checked out Dave's metal project? I have not. Blood Incantation. Honestly, I think they're okay, but not really. The one album I listened to of them was Star Spawn, and I thought it was okay. I thought it was pretty decent. It's not anything that I think I would listen to again, though. Like, out of, I don't know. A lot of people say that Blood Incantation is like hipster metal, and I don't know. I think it's just, that's their opinion, you know? I honestly really don't even remember this record. I guess that's their impression. So, Azazel Drunk at Steelfest 2017 was a very memorable show. Oh, God. Yeah, you gotta watch your... What the F is hipster metal? Yeah, exactly. Hipster metal is a lot of people might consider like Tomb Mold like hipster metal. I've heard from various people that Blood Incantation's hipster metal, just like new metal by people that look like hipsters, I guess. I'm not saying I disagree or agree with it, but that's just what I've heard. So that's just stuff that I've heard from people in the scene on various different YouTube channels. So, King Diamond Sweet Dreams. Yeah, the Rocklahoma one was kind of crazy. Rocklahoma. It was not good. It was not good. The Butcher Babies are hipster metal. Oh god. Nah. Let's see if I can find their lineup from this year. At least they look good. This is true. Okay, so this is their lineup. So this wasn't terrible. This was this year. You had Godsmack, Pantanny Boys, Rob Zombie, and Limp Bizkit. Which I probably would have gone for Limp Bizkit or Rob Zombie. Hipster black metal? Oh gosh. The panties. Who's in hipster black metal? Is it what's that Native American black metal that I had on the channel? That was a total douche at a festival recently. Yeah, they have Atreyu. I would have gone for Atreyu. I probably would have gone for, yeah, see, they had Corey Taylor, which I'm like, I would rather see Slipknot instead of, I'd rather see Slapnuts instead of Corey Taylor. The Midwest festivals always blend all rock together. Yeah. But see, I just don't know any of these other people. Mothica, Fame on Fire. Like, it's just, I don't know, just not exciting, you know? So, if you're new here, don't feel shy, say hi. And also, make sure you like and follow the Twitch, or follow the Discord, or like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're new here. You're letting his opinions cover up the content he puts out. You can only do that with Barg, lol. What do you mean? Say hi, we don't hurt. You're a black metalhead, sorry. Black metal is fine with Corey. Corey with Slipknot instead of Corey by himself. Yeah. Well, I would rather see Slapnuts than see Corey Taylor by himself. But that's just because I've never seen Slapnuts before. So I would much rather see them live. Yeah. I should do a video on who I would be the most excited to see live. Who's into black metal should check Eternal Flame. Documentary from Finnish BM scene. Those guys are not sober during. Oh god, nobody in the there's a lot of alcoholics in the metal community. I feel like. Hi Wicket, how are you? Welcome to the stream. How is your morning going? Wait, who's Corey? Corey Taylor of Slapnuts. Yeah, I'd like to see Slapnuts. It feels like people are either alcoholics or do hard drugs or nothing at all. This is true. Yeah. I feel like more than anything, it's usually alcohol. Hi, Autopsy. How are you? Welcome to the stream. You like Ginger? Yeah. Ginger's pretty good. I'm not the biggest fan of their sound, but I love Tatiana. I love Tatiana. She could scream in my face all day, every day, and I'd be happy with it. I would be content. So they have some good stuff. Pisces is definitely one of my favorite songs. They can be a little too genty for me sometimes, but I am also just, I don't know. You pre-ordered the new Suffocation, Tomb Mold, and Autopsy? Ooh, that's so cool. Yes, the new Autopsy album I'm excited about. And what's cool is like they've been, I don't know, everybody's talking about how they like just released an album, I think it was last year. So they're like on top of it when it comes to their release schedule, which is just really cool. Hate pretty poser metal. I think it just depends, you know. I think it depends on who it is. You know. Tomb Mold, do they have a new album coming out? Or that's another band that people say is no, they just released something. Have you heard Entheos? Yes. So we actually just had Entheos in the Twitch stream last Friday. I did a reaction to it. So, and I was going to actually post that on my channel, I think next month or something like that. But yeah, Cheney is insane. I've actually seen that thumbnail of her in the studio doing the live one take for one of their songs. I can't remember. And she's so impressive. She's such an impressive vocalist, and I love it. Have you not heard the controversy about Tomb Mold on Decibel Magazine? Yes, I actually have. So a couple weeks ago, J-Dog came into the chat, and we actually like looked at their cover on Decibel Magazine, and we talked about it a little bit. And then he posted a video. He's so far ahead of his like posting schedule, so he actually had a video come out like 2 weeks after that stream. And talked about it. But yeah, there's like a whole controversy about Tomb Mold's Decibel Magazine cover, with it being like super questionable, I guess you could say. I'll show it for reference, because I don't want to just leave y'all in the dark, but it's kind of funny. Decibel cover. J-Dog is a huge dork, but definitely entertaining. I love him. Death metal band receives backlash for their cover. Yeah, oh my gosh, it's even on a freaking Band blasts back. Hi, Tasmanian. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So this is the, death metal progressives Tomb will dominate their first Decibel Magazine cover. So like, this is it. If you can see that. And so they got ripped to shreds because of this. So they said that their most influential band and their sound is Opeth, and I can see it for Tomb Mold. Music matters, not fashion. This is very true. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that like talk about fashion in the metal community. A lot of people are basically going in on this band because he's wearing like a Resident Evil shirt. They're wearing shorts, you know. and they're not wearing metal shirts, and then they just look like hipsters and whatever else. So that's what other people are saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's what other people are saying about this. You're having a separate conversation here? Fine. Just like don't listen to me on the stream then. So that's what people are saying about this. For me, my one complaint about this cover really has nothing to do with the band and more to do with the actual like color and this. Like, I don't get why it's watermelon. Like, it's too poppy for me, and I just feel like up against this bland watermelon pink and this, like, it just doesn't look good. For like the cover of a magazine, it, in my opinion, it just doesn't look good. It has nothing to do with the band. It's just like you could make it look better, you know? So, enjoy metal. Oh my gosh. Hi Jay, how are you? Too poppy, look behind you. Girl, I don't need your sass, okay? I'm also not a metal magazine. No, this just doesn't look, it looks like a teen magazine. Get out of here, bro. You want to go, man? It does look good. I don't know. I think it looks bad. But yeah, that's my one complaint with it. And it really doesn't, you know. It looks like a $10 budget flyer for a national park fund. Yeah, it really does. It just doesn't, it's not a very good album cover or a magazine cover. I know they can do better, you know. I know they can do better. So, a personal preference, you know. So as long as their music is fine and people enjoy it, that's all that matters. Like a magazine cover doesn't matter. But their album cover looks cool though. But their review of their album is 69. 69%. But yeah, this album cover is pretty dope. It's a massive, it's like an alien egg looking thing. You know, I've heard decent things. This person said sad. I kind of want to read this. I kind of want to read this beautiful cover. I think so. Yeah, this is why people think it's like hipster metal. Tomb Mold, Gate Creeper, and Blood Incantation are the main reasons why death metal is dead. There's a lot of people that think about this, or like think this. We've reached an age in metal where now it is no longer acceptable to be controversial or loyal to the roots of the music you play. Fantano gave this an 8. Anthony Fantano. Oh man. I love him. Dude wrote an absolute novel. Oh. If you think death metal is dead, you're absolutely stupid. I don't think it's dead. I think it's just evolving. Everything's evolving, you know? I don't think that death metal is dead at all. I just think we're at an interesting point in, and I kind of vaguely touched on this in my Satanic Panic video, actually, where it's like, if you think about the progression of arts and media, music, film, photography, like all of that stuff, between like 1900, like literally the year 1900, and like 2000, like within the last 100 years, like we've just created so much like groundbreaking music and film, and we're just, I genuinely believe like it's gonna take another few hundred years before we really top that. Like nothing's gonna sound new. Everything's already been created, you know? So you forgot to say the F word. I don't curse. I don't say stuff like that. You know, but it's like, obviously death metal, any music, it's like you're not really going, it's going to be difficult to create something new. You can try your best. You are very sassy today, Justin. Yes. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. I tried my best with that video, and I'm really happy that people like it. And I have some other dark mystery videos in the works. I'm really excited about it. So we're getting those started. But yeah, the Satanic Panic video was really, really fun. And I think I'm going to do a part 2 on like the church burnings and stuff. Have a little bit to do with mayhem and kind of like what was happening outside of the US, you know? So you don't go on to Metal Archives for reviews? Yeah, I don't either. I very, very rarely ever read the reviews on Metal Archives. Now I love Metal Archives just because I like that it's a website that lists like all of the albums and you get to see like what they are and their record labels and everything, but I don't go there for their reviews. What about Dark Sludge? I've never listened to Dark Sludge, so I don't know. Hello, if you are new watching, feel free to join my Discord. I'll put it in here. If you are not already a part of my Discord, you can join. We do live music reactions on Fridays on Twitch, and you can submit your live request in my Metal Rex channel on my Discord if you want to. I have not listened to Dead Congregation, no. When you tell friends you like metal music, you get asked if I'm an emo or a Satanist. God. Yeah, it's still a thing. I feel like we're never gonna shed, metalheads are never gonna shed the fact that people think we're like Satanists or whatever, and it's like no. Frankly, you know, and I kind of mentioned this again in my Satanic Panic video, like there's some questionable things in Hollywood and with like a lot of the mainstream pop and rap hip hop artists that I would be more concerned about for that kind of thing. So you said we. I did. It is a we. Yes, because I'm one of you, finally. Even though some people still call me a poser, that's fine. I got called a poser on my Hell's Headbangers video. And I'm like, I'm a poser for buying metal merch? Okay. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Oh, you've been listening to the new Lion's Daughter thing? Ah, yes, I'm so happy you've been listening to it. I actually saw a review about that album recently. And yeah, I basically just I was like, oh yes, I need to listen to that because like I said in my what was it, October releases video, I saw that album cover like months before it even came out, and I was so disturbed by it. I was like, yes, I gotta listen to it. Are they lying? Get wrecked, me. Penguin, you are literally on one today. Why are there so many fools always deleting their accounts before I have a chance to get at him? Yeah, he deleted his whole thread too after J-Dog called him out. I forget what J-Dog called him, but I did take a picture of it. So for any of y'all that, you know, comment on my YouTube channel, I see everything. I do. So, and I take pictures of some very hilarious comments. So, Penguin is hilarious today. Huh. That was a good ass video. Just watched the Satanic Panic. I'm so happy you liked it. It's definitely the biggest film project I've done. Yeah, it's the biggest dark mystery videos I've ever done. J-Dog needs to interview you. Distro Pathos Productions turns 30 next month. Ooh, that's cool. Pathos Productions. Are you and J-Dog buddies or something? I'll write it down. Pathos Productions. I like J-Dog. He's funny. People, yeah, I don't know. Thankfully, the few comments I write are all okay. You write good comments, Justin. Yeah, call your profile Mr. Beerbelly. Yeah, Mr. Beerbelly88 basically called me a poser. I've seen the comment screenshots on Discord. Freaking hilarious. The things come some of these metal. Yeah, so just so you know, if you want to write something sassy, just know a lot of the time I take a picture of it. I put it in my wall of shame channel in my Discord. These ads are so loud. Oh no. Missed the Metal Cage radio show from 1994 to 2000 and did Distro 2 Fun Life. Oh, that's awesome. You're stressed out? Why, Hellion? Also, if you want to subscribe to my Twitch, feel free to. Can't wait to see my comment there one day. You are on fire today. Which is fine. You don't know. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I hate when, like, I feel stressed. I wake up with anxiety and feel stressed when I know there's nothing going on that I should even feel stressed or anxious about. It's just my feelings overall. You got any black rats? Like actual rats? Like fuzzy little pet rats? Kai, you should make a metal song called Wall of Shame and use tin can drums. Oh my gosh. That would be kind of cool. So I don't know. I'm kind of contemplating reaching out to a couple local musicians or just seeing what kind of like open mics are around here to start performing again. Because, I mean, y'all know I'm a singer and like, I don't know. I joined 2 other bands outside of Kai on the Mountain in Asheville. So I was like busy AF. But I loved being a backup singer. And as I've gotten older, I'm like, I don't know if I would necessarily like perform, you know, my own stuff live. So I'm like the first, so I'm actually the lead singer. I like being a backup singer more because then the spotlight's not necessarily on me. It is a little bit, but then I can just like kind of, you know, do my own thing. So I don't know. Kind of thinking about doing that. And what this has to do with your post, Tasmanian, is that I was thinking about joining or creating a metal band of some sort here. Black rats? I don't have rats anymore. No, I will not be listening to music today. No. I am also live on YouTube, so Hi Gabriel, how are you? Are you planning to assist Mexico Metal Fest in Monterrey? It's gonna be kick-ass lineup. No, I am not. I'll probably be joining some festival stuff later. No promises though. You know. What is Magpie saying in here? Petition to change the name of the Wall of Shame channel in the Discord to the Salt Mine. Do you want it to be called the Salt Mine? I can do that. Also, the new Horrendous album is fire dope nasty. So I've got a reaction of Horrendous's new album in you know, the queue. So basically, Season of Mist is about to clear the claims for me, so that can be posted to YouTube, and then I want to do a review video for it. It's dope though. If you do it, you better have some CDs. I am gonna do CDs eventually for my new record, so I have not listened to Primordial. I have not. Just don't create a symphonic or power metal band if you don't want rock thrown at ya. Oh gosh, I don't know. I'd probably do something similar to like Zeal and Adore, but a little more like less. They do a lot of like the true like blues kind of soul sort of thing ish. So I don't know if I would go that route. you know. But yeah, what did y'all all think about the new Judas Priest song? I love to look at your super old videos when you were a pop singer. It's yeah, it was like folk singer songwriter. But God, I was really young. I was actually gonna do a video on like my musical journey and kind of talk about my growth and whatever of being a musician and what I did. Kind of like a self-documentary, I guess. New Judas Priest is pretty good. Some of the genres you are into, have you tapped into the world of NYC hardcore, deathcore? I've only listened to one New York deathcore band, and that was Face Yourself. I have not really gotten into much of the hardcore scene for New York City, except for Bad Brains, but that was like literally just their live in New York show at the CBGB. You like Lana Del Rey? No, not really. I like her first record. But I saw her live and it was the most boring thing in the entire world. Now this was like 10 years ago. So, she was alright. Jack Johnson is good. Jack Johnson will always be a G for me. I love him. Yeah, the new Judas Priest song, Panic Attack, was pretty good. I haven't listened to very much Judas Priest, which I need to. But once I dive more into Judas Priest, I'll kind of understand what the like new sound that they're achieving with Panic Attack and this new album that they're creating. It's their 19th freaking album. 19 albums. So I think it was like they're releasing it on March 8th of next year. That's crazy. Yes, it was Born to Die. Born to Die is a vibe. Born to Die is like peak Lana Del Rey. So I suggest checking out Confusion. That sounds good. But yeah, the new Judas Priest one is pretty good. There's a really great solo in there, and Rob Halford it sounds really good. And I listened to the track with my tier 3 patrons in our private Patreon hangout stream, and somebody said bold of them to just do a lyric video because nobody wants to see like a bunch of old guys jamming. And I was like, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Rob Halford still has it though, regardless. Like, I just think that's so cool. Judas Priest is your favorite band. That's cool. Judas Priest is 50 years old. I know. Isn't that crazy? 19 is a lot of albums. It's a lot of albums. But, you know, and I'll even bring it up. Like, Judas Priest. Yeah, because it was kind of like a thing, and it's not even that. Yeah. It's kind of a thing with a lot of these older bands, and I've talked about this before with Black Sabbath, but back in the days of like the 60s and the 70s, it was not uncommon for bands to just pump out albums like freaking donuts at a bakery shop, girl. Like, look at this. I mean, this is just their releases, and it's like, this is like the largest gap they've had between releases like 10 years into their discography. You know, it's like 74, and then their second album was 76, and then it was like 77, 78, 2 albums in 1978, you know? So it's like, technically it's 19, but you could kind of say that this is like 2 different records, or like 1 single record, you know? Iron Maiden did 8 albums in 8 years. Exactly. Like, it's like they're just cranking them out, you know? So it's like, yeah, they've got 19 records, but, you know, the 70s alone, like between like 1974 and 84, they released 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 albums in 10 years. So that's why. Judas Priest sends Opeth home on a stretcher. Hi, Weston, Virginia. How are you? Hi, Iman. 66, how are you? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hello to all my new peeps in here. If this is your first time in the chat, don't be shy. Say hi. We're just chilling. Opeth rules. King Diamond has a lot too. Look at how many albums Motorhead has. Did you know the Devil Horns didn't originate from Dio? It was actually an occult rock band from the 1960s that started it called Coven. Ooh, that's cool. I did not know that. Hi, Adam. We were gonna look up Motorhead. Poor Lemmy. Yeah, see, they released... I don't know why bands need to release 2 full albums in 3? They released 3 albums in 1 year? Look at that, though. Like, the reviews for these just on Metal Archives, it gets less and less as they release 3 albums in 1 year. Overkill in, when was this? March. This has on, now again, it's Metal Archives, so take it with a grain of salt. Average review of 91%. Then they release their their third album, but second in 1979, which is an 82% rating. This was released in October. You've got to be crapping your pants right now. Oh my gosh. And then they've got On Parole in December. Jesus. Overkill Kills. There's more albums. Dude, that's insane. But you see, like, the quality kind of went down, at least for these reviews. Like, you do March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, so 6 months to do the second album of 1979, and then, like, a month to do the next one. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard is a band that comes to mind for modern music when it comes to pumping out. King Gizzard is awesome. Hi, Kim Darkman. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Lemmy said that he would earn more money with 4 songs he wrote to Ozzy than 15 years with Motorhead. Oh my gosh. Lizard does the same thing, yeah. The best feeling in the world is seeing your band in the Metal Archives. Yes, it definitely is. It was just a different time. It was a different time back in the... you know, the 60s and the 70s. Definitely the 70s. I feel like it was just the label thing to just pump out music like I said, like donuts in a bakery. You know, it was just the thing. And it was mostly because, like, that was how artists made money back then, was just pumping out records, you know. But nowadays, it's kind of the same mentality, but it's all digital. Nowadays, it's, instead of like pumping out like full albums multiple times a year, it's pumping out consistent singles or like little mini EPs. You notice that? It's like, I'm going to keep releasing consistent singles, or I'm going to release like 3 songs and then another 3 songs and then put them into an album. Or I'm going to release like 6 songs and another 2 songs and whatever, and not really put them all together into an album. That's what I've at least noticed. You're talking about your own band. Oh my gosh. It is cool when Metal Archives recognizes your project. You like how each Dark Throne album from the Cult is alive on sounds completely different. Yeah, I still need to dive more into Dark Throne. So, you think the new King Gizzard album rules? King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard is great. I think the album that I like the most from them is, I think they're 20... King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Let me see which album it was. They've got so many albums. I think it was their 2015 record. Was it Paper Mache? I wonder if it was this one. You need to have music. You need to have my music in your hands. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think it was Paper Mache Dream Balloon. That's the one I had on CD. And I listened to it a lot. But they are in an Australian rock band, and I feel like I don't know too much about them, but I remember on that particular record they went with a total, like, you know, I guess kind of a jazzier acoustic vibe, you know? It's kind of slow. Surprised you do, my queen? Oh, King Gizzard? Recording has become faster. Imagine how little time they had each album if consider taking away the time they took recording and mixing and mastering. What? Nowadays recording has become faster. Imagine how little time they had on each album considering I don't know what you're I can't my brain. Hi Brian, how are you? Welcome to the stream. But Lizard has the freaking best vinyl variant colors. Oh, I believe it. I'm talking about Motorhead. Yeah. Yeah, with the amount of like time, it's very impressive how short of amount of time some artists take to record an album, and how long it can take others, you know. Crypto's a great example. They took basically February of this year to record their album, and then it came out, you know, obviously in August. Just kind of, some artists it takes like literally 3 days to do a whole album. Some it takes months, you know. Motorhead wrote the same album over and over again, to be fair. I've never listened to Motorhead. Kyle, you should listen to the album Vertige. Oh. It's a one-woman atmospheric black metal band, and it's just beautiful. Last song made me shed some tears. I'll write it down. See if I've got time for it. We can also put it in the Twitch stream. So, there you go. God. Vertige. Hold on. Vertige. I got it. Rotten Sound is intense. Rotten Sound is definitely intense. Definitely the most intense music I've listened to on this channel. Definitely. So, yeah, so Judas Priest released that new album, or a new single, and then they announced their 19th record. And then Spiritbox also released a new song, and everybody was talking about 3 Courtneys in their music video, and they released Cellar Door. So if you don't know, Spiritbox, or if you don't care, it's fine. But Spiritbox is basically releasing a new EP called The Fear of Fear in November. So actually, it's literally coming out on the 3rd of November, so like 2 weeks or so from now. And I'm excited about it. I really enjoyed their most recent single before Cellar Doors, which was Jaded. And Jaded was dope, but I don't know if you've listened to Cellar Doors, but it's not very good. Oh, why do these ads always come out right when I type something? I tried to make the Twitch ads as painless as possible. I tried to get rid of the pre-rolls. I wish that, again, petition to have Twitch have the ability to have skippable ads. I don't understand why they don't do skippable ads. But I set it so that I got rid of pre-roll ads. So there shouldn't be any ads when you first load the stream. So petition to freaking get Twitch to have skippable ads, bub. Like, for real. Come on. Good old Twatch. The new song is heavy, but it was very interesting to me. I am not a fan of Cellar Door. A lot of people were saying that it was like, they were saying that Spiritbox is heavy again. And a lot of people were getting offended by that too. Like, Spiritbox fans were getting offended by that because they were like, they've always been heavy, you know. But I don't know. I really, really connected with Jaded. I really connected with their song, Jaded. I really liked it. And I don't know. Like, for me personally, I really like Spiritbox because I've talked about this a countless amount of times. But I just get my feminine metal connection from Spiritbox. It's a very personal thing. It's very much connected to me being a woman and the femininity of it all, but that's why I like Spiritbox. And I really, really, I don't know why, I connected so much to Jaded, and I love that freaking song. I'm fine with the poppy metal. I'm fine with it. I don't mind it. I'm fine with metalcore. I love catchy stuff, like melodies. I get it. And I love Courtney's ability to, like, switch between her scream, which is very impressive to watch live, and her cleans. She's got such a quiet voice. But I didn't like Cellar Door, and Cellar Doors is like all genty screams, and it's like the chorus is its own like breakdown, and it's just not, it doesn't work for me. I didn't connect with it. There were certain elements that I kind of liked about it, but I felt like it was just kind of bland and was like the same kind of monotonous sort of like tone throughout the entire song. So it was definitely not as good as Jaded. But Bolt Thrower is for nerds. Bolt Thrower is great. Gent. It is. It's very genty. And I love when Courtney screams. Like, I would, again, like, just like Tatiana, I would pay for her to scream in my face every single day. But it just didn't work. It just didn't work for me. I don't know. It was a little too genty for me. But that's okay. You know, not everybody's got to like the same thing. You know. Hi, Christopher. How are you? Welcome to the stream. If this is your first time in the chat, in the stream, don't be shy. Say hi. We won't bite. So, I've been talking so much. I need some freaking water. We got 17 people in the YouTube chat. We got 7 people in the Twitch chat. Make sure you're followed to the Twitch. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. You're talking a lot of crap today. Yeah, you are. And new Within Temptation. This is another one too. So definitely my song of the week is for sure Ritual by Within Temptation, as well as the Panic Attack song from Judas Priest. But I personally, and if you were there for my Twitch stream, the live reactions, you would know how I feel about Within Temptation song Ritual. So they are releasing a new album. Let me pull it up. They're releasing a new album this Friday on the tour. Yeah, oh my god. Where is freaking October going, girl? I'm still not here for October. Like, I still can't believe we're in October. It's Halloween soon. Like, baby, Christmas is gonna be here before we know it, and I'm not here. I'm not prepared. But anyway, get back on topic. Within Temptation is releasing their new record, Bleed Out, on Friday. And this is what it looks like. It's coming out on the 20th, and right now on YouTube and I'm sure other streaming platforms, they've released an EP, which is basically, it's called Ritual, and it features all 7 singles that they've released so far off of this record. And I've started listening to more now. I did do a video on Wireless. We listened to Ritual on my Twitch stream, and then I was kind of listening to The Purge and Don't Pray For Me, but you should definitely go listen to at least, this is the cover of that actual EP for Ritual. This song is, yeah, this song is really, really good. The chorus is the most disappointing part for this entire song for me, because it's not, it needs to have something more in it to actually, yeah, Justin knows this, a crying face for that chorus. It's just not, it doesn't hit me as hard as I want it to, and everything else about that song is so good. And she's got this little, it's very poppy. Now it's very poppy and rocky. Like, that's kind of Within Temptation's new sound. But there's like this vocal sample they have in that song that I'm obsessed with. I just wish the chorus had a little bit more oomph to it. It doesn't hit me as hard as I want it to. And I feel like it needs some sort of like, some sort of either high note, like strings, or some sort of high vocal or something to kind of amplify it. So, because right now it's kind of like, this is the verse, and then their chorus is like one of those little half steps in energy when it needs to be a full-on leap in energy. A pop song with a weak chorus is a weak song. Sorry. This is a valid argument. You know, I think I love it because I love the vocal sample in it, so that's why I enjoy it. But yes, it is kind of a weak song because the chorus is just, I want the chorus to be better. So, oh my god, are we actually talking about Cradle of Filth with Ed Sheeran right now? I think when Danny Filth finally releases his song with Ed Sheeran, I'll be long dead. He estimated late August. It's now middle of October. Never trust a date. Oh, God. Well, keep in mind that Ed Sheeran also got into a massive lawsuit because of, I forget the artist who sued him, but he had basically his family, like this artist's family sued him for like copyright infringement. They were like, you're basically using Marvin Gaye. Yeah, Marvin Gaye. But Marvin Gaye's family has like a reputation of being like, everybody's copying Marvin Gaye songs. So, just finished your video on Carcass. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Christian. Yes, I love Carcass. They were really, really good live. Super good live. You don't keep up on pop news? Oh, yeah. I mean, it was like everywhere. Everybody was kind of talking about how Because it's not the first time that Marvin Gaye's family has like come after people and been like, you're copying Marvin Gaye's stuff. But that's exactly the same argument that I just mentioned earlier in stream, where I'm like, it's impossible. You're never going to create music that sounds different than what's already been created. And there's only so many chords you can write music with. So it's like, yes, there's plagiarism and like copying, you know, lyrics and chord progressions and melodies and stuff, but you're going to be writing songs that sound similar. So it's just like, you've got to, you know, you've just got to try your best, honestly. So I do remember Robin Thicke, Marvin Gaye. Oh God. I haven't heard the name Robin Thicke in ages. They just want lawsuit money. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, dude, he's not even alive anymore. Why don't you just like appreciate what he created and then just move on with your life? I don't know. Why do you have to attack another artist? I don't know. It's just, some people are really greedy and they just want to, I don't know, try and maximize the amount of money that they make from people. I really don't know. But who doesn't like money, to be fair? This is true. But I don't know. It's just kind of icky to me, you know? At least in 50 years, the copyright will disappear. This is true. Oh, thank you, Prof. That's so sweet. Leave the dead alone. For real. It's just kind of icky. I don't know. I feel like some people just do things that are so icky, you know? Like, not to bring up the Satanic Panic video again, but like the fact that that dude from the Beach Boys like backed the PMRC or whatever, the Parents Protection Committee for copyright, or not copyright, but for like the parental guidance thing. I think it was like PMRC. And the fact that he freaking backed that company financially, it was so icky to me. And I was just like, that is such a betrayal. Oh, gosh. I don't care. So what? You're Christian. You make music. Doesn't mean you have to be an ass. You know? So what? Ugh. Just live and let live. Hi, Gory Tiger. How are you? Can Restream bot stop typing so I can see my comment? It hasn't typed at all. Have you ever listened to Katatonia, by the way? I haven't. If you're on Twitch, though, it'll have the relay thing. So, live and let live. That's how I say. So, yeah. Ultimately, you know, those are the two singles. And then my album of the week, and this might surprise some people, is Acid Witch. You can get arrested for selling a photo of the Eiffel Tower at night. Boof. Really? Do I need to Google that? Jeez. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and we'll just get right into what I listened to last week. So, okay. Before we get into this, hold on. Can you get arrested for selling a picture of the Eiffel Tower at night? You're making me freaking do it, aren't you? Ah! Yes. Your work is a derivative from the Eiffel lighting, so you could be sued. In prosecution, you are at a foreign country, and thus you might get away with it, but they certainly can. The Eiffel Tower's lighting and sparkling lights are protected by copyright. So professional use of images of the Eiffel Tower at night requires prior authorization and may be subject to a fee. So go ahead, snap and share, and become an international criminal at large. Eiffel Tower's lighting is protected by copyright? Are you freaking kidding me? I didn't think you could copyright freaking lights. Hi, Beer Jesus. How are you? This is the world YouTube wants. Oh my God. Imagine taking an Instagram photo of the Eiffel Tower and then you're hit with a freaking lawsuit. Like a fine, a copyright fine. Like, are you kidding me? No. I mean, I doubt. That's like oh God, that's so douchey. That's so funny and douchey and like, I'm telling you, icky. People just want to make money just to make money. They're like, how can we profit off of the Eiffel Tower? That's so dumb. At least the cheese isn't copyrighted. God, for real. So, album of the week. Now let's clear the air of this freaking horrible thing that we heard about the Eiffel Tower and go straight into what I listened to this week. I'm excited. There were some really awesome things that I listened to this week. And album of the week, Soul for Aeon. That's so cool. I've never listened to it. But I will say my album of the weeks, the stuff that I've listened to, first and foremost, I will go with Acid Witch. So this is my album of the week, and this was easily one of the best albums that I listened to in a really long time in this week. And this is their album, Satanic Hallucinations, which if you are a part of my Patreon, I will actually be editing this tomorrow, so y'all will be able to see this reaction, and later this week I will have Satanic Hallucinations up on the YouTubes. But this is psychedelic doom metal. A lot of people were saying that Acid Witch is really good for like Halloween time, spooky season, that type of thing. And I agree. I was very, very skeptical going into this record. Because I don't have a good history with doom metal. The doom metal, oh God, sorry. I'm just adjusting. The history I have with doom metal is not great. I started with Electric Wizard, which was rough. And then Candlemass, which unfortunately was also rough. And then Celtic Frost, which was very interesting. They're a very interesting band, and I still don't know how I feel about them because their sound changed so much from when they started to what they kind of create now. But I just want to say this surprised me so effing much. This was so amazing and so good. And I'm so happy that finally a doom metal band like works for me, because I really love the album cover of this. I loved this whole aesthetic. Like, look at that. It's dope. And I really wanted it to work, and it did. And I definitely hear like the old school kind of Ozzy vibe, or like the Black Sabbath, because I know that there's a lot of people that say Black Sabbath sounds like it's got that like doom metal vibes, old school doom metal, and so I do kind of hear that with this. But I have it on CD. There's the actual CD, so it kind of just is like a really pretty CD. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. And it's so good. It's really good, and honestly, you should just listen to this album. The highlights for me, so again, that's the actual cover, and here's the back of the little booklet. The highlights for me for this record were my favorite song off of this is Into the Cave. The highlights are it's super Halloween kind of vibes. It's very psychedelic. So you've heard the song Monster Mash. It's kind of like that, but not corny. It's like the first song, their intro track has that kind of like bubbling Halloweeny kind of Monster Mash sound to it. So you definitely get, the cave, you can just really feel that kind of like swampy cave vibe, Into the Cave, swamp spells, witch blood cults, like all of it is great. Beastly Brew, that's the instrumental track, very psychedelic. It's just such a perfect record for freaking Halloween, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm honestly obsessed with it, and it's just really good. You get really, really great guitar tones, and the vocals especially are super like phlegmy and just swampy goodness. And yeah, I'm obsessed with it. There's not any like slow tracks or like any flops for me on this record. So this was a very surprising listen. Definitely highly suggest Acid Witch and this record, Satanic Hallucinations. This is their debut. So if you have not listened to them, you definitely should, because it's very good. So that's my plug for this. The other really great albums that I listened to, I have a little list, so let me look at it. If music sounds like it's out in the swamps, it's a plus for me. It's very swampy. So you can definitely hear like the like I said, phlegmy, deep vocals, like very phlegmy, deep. Oh, it's so delicious. And then it's got this kind of super crunchy solos and guitar sounds. And there's a lot of like delicious, beautiful sounding melodies kind of throughout this. There's like some church bells, there's keys, there's psychedelic elements. Like if you're not, I don't do that stuff, but I still love it, and I would listen to this album any time of the year. But if you do take inebriating substances, this would improve your experience, is all I have to say. So definitely with Satanic Hallucinations. The other one was actually Deceased. So highlights for me, this Deceased record, which I do want to talk about the other one that I listened to for my reaction. But this is Deceased concept record. This is Fearless Undead Machines, which I think this is their third album. Let me just pull it up real quick. Don't want to say something wrong. I think they are considered, so Deceased, they are a really, you don't have them on here? There you go, finally. Okay, this is their third album. Yep. And they are considered a thrash, death, heavy metal crossover band. So this is it. It's called, again, Fearless Undead Machines. So kind of the entire concept of this, which I think is really cool, is about like the end of the world and about this man who, from my understanding, it's about a man that is basically going through like the apocalypse, and like it's like a zombie apocalypse, and there's a virus similar to what's that Will Smith movie? I keep forgetting. It's I forget. The Will Smith movie with the dog, and it's like a cancer vaccine or something like that. It's essentially that kind of storyline with this album. And it's like a cancer-like vaccine, and zombies come out and ruin the world, and it's about his survival, and it's really, really dope. And there's a couple instrumental interlude tracks throughout here. I Am Legend, yes, thank you. So it's like I Am Legend, but Deceased is a really, really cool band, and I'll talk about their debut record, Luck of the Corpse, here in just a little bit, because I did react to that obviously earlier on Saturday, before this stream. And again, that's their cover. Hi Russ, how are you? How's it going? I also want to give a huge shout out to King Fowley and Walter White. I'm not sure if that's his actual name or if that's just his like stream name, but King Fowley and Walter White. Walter White is the live bass player for Deceased. They both commented on my Deceased reaction and said hello. And also King Fowley said they've got a new vinyl or a new album coming out. So basically on the inside here, it is a double, because it's so long, it's a double LP for the vinyl, but you basically got the, look at that thing. I know, Walter White, it's so good. So, the actual Walter White. Yeah, and this is just, it's a very, very good record. I love concept records. You know this. And I have to say, I enjoyed this third album a lot more than I enjoyed their debut. Well, not a lot more. I enjoyed this a little bit more than I enjoyed their debut, Luck of the Corpse. I just thought that this was very well balanced. I loved the instrumentals. It had some really great vocals. I listened to this, of course, with my new stereo system, so it was very balanced on the vinyl, and I just, concept records. You really can't go wrong with concept records. So I'm gonna try and take this out so you can see it. That's the vinyl. Like, girl. It's so pretty. And now my camera's fuzzy. We love that. There you go. So this is the like blue burst. But it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And concept records to me are always going to be usually better than, you know, just a regular record that has just a bunch of songs put together, you know? It's really good. The last 4 CDs I got, Cradle of Filth was among them. Testament, Death, Symbolic, and Arch Enemy. We did not. So I'm streaming to YouTube as well, so just don't want to take a chance with that in stream, you know. But anyway, yes, you should absolutely go listen to this if you haven't already. Again, it's called the Fearless Undead Machines Zombie Apocalypse style record, and sounds really good. King Fowley's vocals are really good on this. And I also learned that King Fowley was, so in my reaction, which y'all will see, I originally thought that Lassie, I think that's how you pronounce his name, it was the vocalist. Oh no, that's a different band. Is it? Yeah, that was a different band. So King Fowley, vocals and drums. He plays drums and he sings, and it's fire. Like, I love that. I love when vocalists also do freaking drums, and it's just cool. So, and then this is, I see this character all the time, And I'm pretty sure this is the guy. This is like what Patchy's got for pull the plug patches. And then here's a bunch of pictures of them. It's one of the inserts. So just really cool. So it's just really cool. This was definitely a highlight for me. And then I also, let's see. I've already shown this, but the Amorphous record I also listened to. So there's a few things that, like, I need to listen to this more because I'm not prepared to do, like, a full-on review on this yet. But this was really solid. This was a really solid listen. Definitely going to continue listening to it. I really enjoy Amorphous. We know this, so I'm going to be doing a review on this, but just know that this was really good too. Then we listened to this band called Eternal Champions. Now, these are kind of like picks that I think were good, but I don't think that I think they're good like background music, you know? So this is that sigh in the beginning said it all. What sigh? Eternal Champions. This is epic heavy metal, and this album is called The Armor of Ire. And that disappointment sigh. I'm not disappointed with anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Eternal Champions. Epic heavy metal. This was a pretty good listen. It was a pretty good listen. Good background music. I mean, it's epic heavy metal. It's a whole ass vibe in itself. And yeah, I mean, honestly, it was a good listen, but not a lot of major takeaways from it, honestly. But I like this album cover, and look at this beauty that's on there. Makaya's crazy. That album rules. This one? Yeah, I mean, it sounded good. It's an album that I want to, I think, what did I put it in I made like a baby tier list in here. Yeah, I put it in my B tier, so this is one that I want to listen to more. Because I remember upon first impressions that I really liked it. But I want to listen to it more. And I'm pretty sure, oh yes, this is the silver vinyl. I know, doesn't it look like Conan the Barbarians? B tier is background music? No. B tier is, B tier is basically, this is what I want to listen to again. So, I'm sorry, I said it wrong. This is something I want to listen to. I thought was originally really good, but I need to listen to it more. So, the last two albums that I showed were ones that I genuinely really loved upon first listen, and I've been jamming them ever since. So, oh no, there's some background music in here. Don't you worry. If you are looking for some decent background music, I got you covered. Also, I definitely have you covered for a doorstop if you want one. There is a doorstop in here. There is a flop of a doorstop in this week's what I listened to. So don't even worry about it. Every single man in metal looks like Conan the Barbarian. That's so funny. Anyway, the next one. Did I put this one in? I mentioned, okay, so let me pull up the other ones first. I think this is, I'm pretty sure this is Pharmacist. Let me just make sure. Hopefully next week. Ooh. Pharmacist. Medical. So this one is called Flourishing Extremities on Unspoiled Mental Grounds. This is their 2022 record, Pharmacist. So finally checked this band out. Now this is, like I said, a current release from them. And this was a pretty good listen. So this is in my B tier, which is basically upon first listen I liked it, but I need to listen to it more. It's not just straight background music, you know? So really solid first listen. I'm also obsessed with the album cover. It's kind of like a it's kind of like a carcass painting that is like more artsy, you know? So there it is. The cover looks cool, I know. Top 10 last year for me. This album. Yeah, I've heard really, really good things about Pharmacist. I've wanted to listen to them for a really long time. So, hi Night Soul, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I think this is just a classic black vinyl, if I'm not mistaken. Nope. Oh, no. This one is a really cool vinyl. I remember this one. This full-on matches the entire vibe of that record. That record is so, like, you know, kind of watercolory. And this just is like if Lady Gaga had a vinyl, this is what it would look like. How fleshy is this? Talk about so freaking cool. It's translucent. It's just clear. Like with the tiniest bit of like pale pink. It's very like fat colored, you know? You know, like bacon fat colored, or like, you know, it's kind of like that. It's kind of gross, but I love it. And it's also not gross. It's like, it fits perfectly with the vibe of the record. It's both artsy and beautiful and like disturbing. So again, this is Pharmacist and their 2022 record, which is called Flourishing Extremities on Unspoiled Mental Grounds. So really, really enjoyed this. And I actually want to show you the insert real quick. Yeah, I think we get a poster in this. Ah, this is just the sleeve. This is just the sleeve that it goes in. So I lied to you. There's not a poster. Poser. What do you mean? I wish there was a poster. That would have been cool. Me to buy more posters and flags? Yes. Me too. I honestly love like flags. I love posters. I love it all. So, okay. Those ones are really good. And then Moon Citadel, I think is who it is. And I'll bring this one up. Citadel. Night's Scarlet Symphonies. Hold on. I'm just gonna look up the album real quick. It's Night's Scarlet Symphonies. Ah, they really don't have it, do they? Anyway, I'm gonna try and find this because this was really cool. Night's Scarlet Symphonies. There you go. Yep, it's Moon Citadel. And they are a black metal band. I think it's just like, yeah, one dude that does everything. So vocals, guitar, bass, keyboard, stuff like that. And they're from Finland. And this is their first full-length record from 2020. And I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this. Just black metal, you know. It's a good listen overall, and I wanna listen to more of it. So I put it in my B tier, and let's see if I can find. Yeah, so this is the. There you go. So you got the lyrics. You got that. Photo of them. If you spell the something the tiniest bit wrong, it doesn't show up on Metal Archives, which is infuriating to me. I know, I agree. It's like you spell something wrong. Even then, sometimes I'll spell something right and nothing pops up. That's been like a recent thing for me on Metal Archives, and it's really annoying. So that's why you search on Google. Yeah, I mean, I search some things on Google, but yeah, it's just a classic black vinyl. Yoing. So we already know what black vinyl looks like, but you get the point. Moon Citadel. I really, really love this album cover. It's very Candlemass. But this is one that I would definitely listen to again. So many vinyls. Now we're gonna get into my C picks. Are you ready? These are ones that I think are good background music. So these are the background music picks that, you know. Oof, she does not want to be in here. She is hating existence in this pocket right now. So these are, like I said, background music. They're decent, and I might re-listen to them, but not anytime soon. So the first one is Church of Disgust, which I thought was pretty okay. Here's the album. And I'll pull them up. Let's see. Church of Disgust. They're also not on Metal Archives. If it's not on Metal Archives, it doesn't exist. Yeah, it's true. No, it's not true. There it is. Literally put Church of Disgust and it doesn't show up. But then I Google it and it shows up. So this death metal, this I thought was alright. Thought it was alright. They're from San Marcos, Texas. They're also on Hell's Headbangers. This is their album, Weakest is the Flesh. This is their third full-length album. They actually released this last year in March. Yeah, it was okay. Wasn't good, wasn't totally bad. It just was like, meh. Good background music. It's on a neon orange vinyl, which I do have to say looked so freaking cute on the record player. Background means it doesn't really do anything to stand out. In my opinion, a lot of bands and albums fall into this category. It really depends, you know, because I feel like some background music is a vibe, but yeah, this is just like, sometimes background music is all you want, you know, and that doesn't necessarily mean the band is bad. It's just like, you know, I mean, girl. You can't go wrong with this vinyl, though. Like, look at this. Bright freaking neon orange. It can still be good or solid, but it's not really something I'm going to play until my ears bleed. Yeah. I have not heard the band Sinister. But this beautiful neon orange vinyl, I enjoyed the vinyl color. I think it looks good on the player, but overall it wasn't extremely impressive, and it's not the first thing I would listen to. You hate orange, not gonna lie. I mean, same. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of orange. But that's fine. So, oh my gosh, I feel like I need to hire an intern just to help me with these vinyls. So, first world problems. Okay. Next, the next one was, I think this is Crossfire. And I also really don't honestly remember this one either. That's how impactful they were. Background music. Let's see. Also, again, not on freaking... It's Crossfire with a K, too. So... Hi, Diego. How are you? Welcome to the stream. This is, how are you doing, by the way? This is a black thrash death crossover band from Spain. And like I said, it was okay. I don't really remember much, about this band, honestly. It's just, it was a sale. It was on the sale that Hell's Headbangers had. And if I remember correctly, this vinyl was okay. It like color-wise, because it says brown and black vinyl. And if I remember correctly, this didn't look like that. It just looked like a little turd smear on the vinyl for this particular copy. No. Yep, this is the one that kind of looks like just dirt. I like it, though. I mean, it's not... It looks better than I thought it would. But it's not brown and... What does it say? It's not really brown and black. It's kind of like a black and white. It's kind of cool. You know? It's kind of cool. But... The vinyl's the coolest part of their songs. their music. Personally. Hire an intern. Send me your purges. Oh gosh. Even with the saw blade in the middle. Edgy. Are you gonna play some records? Not in stream today, no. But on Friday I will. So if you're not subscribed to the channel already, make sure you are, girl. Like and subscribe. Or if you're on Twitch, make sure you're followed, bestie. Okay. So that was Crossfire. Which again, black thrash heavy metal crossover. Yeah. Friday is Bad Music Friday, though. And then next we have, I think this is Eschaton. Yes, so come with your picks. Eschaton. So this is, I literally just clicked it and then I exited out. This is a death metal band also from Hell's Headbangers. And they're from Melbourne, Australia. Also, just kind of meh. Don't really remember too much of their sound. I like this cover though. I don't know why it makes me think of like Suffocation. You know? But again, a lot of these were from their, because Hell's Headbangers has like the, I think it's 10 vinyls for like $125 or something. This is on a green and orange vinyl. You want to see it? As long as they even have like a cool, as long as they've got like a cool vinyl color, I'm here for it, you know? Keep you and save metal. So happy you were here, Diego. So, yeah. I don't know about this color, bestie. It's kind of interesting. I remember, I think this was the one that I was like, ugh. Like it. This is like the color of, you know, when you're painting and you paint with several different colors and the water turns this shade. That's this shade. That's like after painting water, cleaning your brush out. This is the back though. So this like looks a lot better than the other side, but it's okay. It's not great. It's okay. Personally, I think it looks a little, you know, little eh. The back looks better. It's okay. I know. It is. So, that's this vinyl. And again, that's Eschaton. So they're death metal from Australia, and it was okay. So may or may not listen to them. It's just background music, you know? The next bands, though, these are going to be rough. These are the rough picks. These were, you know, and I have a doorstop that, like, let me just paint this picture for you, okay? I have one band on here that's not in here because they're a doorstop. So these next ones that I'm going to mention are kind of the like bottom of the barrel kind of trash picks that I really wouldn't have any interest in listening to again, honestly. And that I will try and pull up this first band. Let's see. Let's see if I can pull up. So the first one is let's see, dies is Perversion, and I'll try and get this. Yeah, so they are blackened death thrash from Detroit. That's the album cover, and this was not good. In my opinion, it was not good. It was just, honestly, it's the same kind of criteria with all of these. It looks cool, but it was just like kind of boring and just nothing memorable and no desire to listen to it again, honestly, for my personal take. And it just didn't work. It just didn't work for me. And you know, when I'm listening to these records, I'm like, you know, sitting by the record player, chilling on my phone, like, you know, either, I don't know, eating food or just hanging out, like planning stuff for the channel. So it's like I I listened to it and I let it like sink over me, and I just couldn't connect with this record. Couldn't connect with any of these picks, honestly. And it was kind of a shame. This one is Oxblood, which is interesting because it's not oxblood. It's like a plum color. Nothing more disappointing than an album with cool art and a bit boring music. For real. These were just like, you know, they were okay, but I wouldn't really have any. This is not oxblood. Like, this is like that watermelon shade. You know? Oxblood's gonna be a little bit darker than this. Bye, Ollie. Thanks for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. So, I think the color is fine, but it's not oxblood. You know? It's watermelon. But it's fine. Like I said, just kind of a flop. Not super memorable. Honestly. So... Great. So glad we were able to get that. So the next one, okay, so this one's kind of an interesting pick. I love Acid Witch. Okay, I made that clear with the Witchtanic Hallucinations. So this one's kind of a mix. Side A for this Acid Witch record, yes, it is Acid Witch. Rot Among Us. Side A for this vinyl was really good. Side B, questionable. Not good. Not good. Very disappointing in my opinion, especially because I have been bumping Witchtanic Hallucinations since I reacted to it last week. And so I was quite honestly disappointed that Side B didn't hit me. It was bad. It was rough. It was like awkward. It just didn't have the same kind of like swampy, you know, psychedelic vibes that I got with Witchtanic Hallucinations. And the vocals too were not as like phlegmy and deep, and it just, I don't know, which is a shame because this album cover girl is like, I mean, it's fire. Acid Witch has fire album covers, and so I was very disappointed with this. It's a neon orange and yellow vinyl, and if I remember correctly, it's just, I think it's just the one. Yeah, so again, I'll kind of show you. I won't take the whole thing out, but another neon orange vinyl. Super, super cool. I love the neon orange. I think it looks really cool, especially for like a psychedelic band. But it just wasn't super memorable. And honestly, with how like bad side B was, I just don't know if I would listen to it. I mean, it's Acid Witch, so I probably will, but I don't know. It's rough. It was rough. I just remember pain. It was pain. And you know what? I don't even care about taking the rest of it out. Go listen to Witchtanic Hallucinations. That one is way effing better. And then this one, Manticore. This is another one which I thought was alright. I think it's just thrash metal if I remember. Some of these I'm just like, girl. Some of these are just like, they're fine, but they're just not memorable. Some bands are just fake. Yeah, this one is called Endless Scourge of Torment. It's Manticore. Let me see, there's so many different Manticores. Like, not finding it on here. Hold on. Endless Scourge of Torment. Why are you not literally anywhere? Okay, great. I found it. It's black death metal. from Ohio. Yep. So what you're saying is the satanic hallucinations weren't strong enough? It's Witch-tanic. Witch-tanic Hallucinations is that album. You're a manticore. Hi, Haunted Entity. How are you? Bands need to name stuff better again. I feel like, yeah, this is called Endless Scourge of Torment, and it was just not memorable. Not memorable. Came out last year on cassette. Hi, Suman. How are you? And you know, I don't mind the cassette. You know, it's kind of got this smoky, this very Imperial Triumphant looking cassette. Yeah, it's Witch-tanic Hallucinations. Yeah, it was all right. Again, just not memorable for me personally. And that's kind of the look of it. But again, if any of these bands pique your interest, like, don't just let my opinion, like, persuade you. Go look, find it on YouTube or something and listen to it and come up with your own opinion about it, because you might really like it. But upon, like, my first impressions, I was just not impressed. And, yeah, it wasn't anything that I would really come back to, honestly. Now we're going to get into the doorstop. We only have one. We have a doorstop. This is a bona fide awful vinyl. It was terrible. It was really bad. And I can't. I can't. I have PTSD from this artist, and it is I think it's if I remember. No, it's not Burzum. This is yeah, I think they're called Evangelist. Nightmare Catcher, I think is what it is. I can't even find that on here. And is this them? Evangelist. Psychedelic death metal delirium as only this band can create. Hear the nightmarishly technicolor sound of the true Evangelist. Suitably nightmarish cover art by Jeff Whitehead. This was garbage. Bonafide doorstop. It's like, this is, I can't even find this on Metal Archives. I don't even know. Is it Nightmare Flesh Offering? Like, girl, I don't even know. But it was really bad. It was really bad. It's 3 songs. I'm surprised that they called it psychedelic death metal, because this was like atmospheric black metal. And it's 3 songs, and the first song was like probably 5 or 7 minutes of like the same monotonous tone of music over and over and over. It's like white noise. That's literally what it sounded like. I'm surprised. Psychedelic my ass. Somebody would have a better time having psychedelic music if they just Googled like white noise on YouTube. They'd have a better time envisioning random stuff while they're high if they freaking do that. Like, this was not it, girl. It was not it. The most boring, literally the first song was Nothing Burger. Nothing Burger. Just nothing. And a black vinyl too, the most boring. It was trash. It was pretty bad. It's just, I can't. I have beef with that vinyl. Just, I can't. Personal decision. And yeah, black death metal, my ass. That's not even what that is. It's like atmospheric black metal, monotonous tone. No vocals either for that first song. No vocals, just boring, monotonous tone. Oh my gosh, they're from Portland. Boof. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I really don't know. Only a band you need to hear is Aether Realm. The fact that I can't even find this vinyl on here is kind of insane. I think it's an EP. It's got 3 songs. You know what? I don't even care. I don't even care. I can't. It's just, it is what it is, honestly. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. But yeah, definitely the winners for me were Deceased, Fearless, Undeaded, Machine, I think is what it was. Terrible with names, but it was their concept record, their 3rd album. And then I really liked Satanic Hallucinations by Acid Witch. There's nothing wrong with black vinyl. No, there's not. It's just like, make a cooler vinyl. I don't know. Okay. Now that people have the opportunity to make cooler vinyls, you should make cooler vinyls. That's all I have to say. I mean, like, I respect your decision to have a black vinyl, but like, you should make a cooler vinyl. I'm just saying. 'Cause I'll buy it if it's cool. Anyway. Y'all sass is rubbing off on me today. I kind of like it. The other thing, so we all sassy today. Yes, it's true. So speaking of Deceased, I want to unbox this too. This is Deceased debut album, Luck of the Corpse, which you don't always need colored vinyl to placate your ADHD brain. That is so offensive, honestly. Some of us just really like to have colored vinyl to spin on the thing. Got him. Look, maybe we have ADHD. Don't come after me. So, Luck of the Corpse. Now, if you haven't seen my reaction to this, so I have, for my reaction, on YouTube specifically, I did Fading Survival. Bye, Russ. Thanks for being here. Go back to work. We'll see you later. For YouTube's reaction of this Luck of the Corpse record, I did the first 2 songs. They're instrumental, Fading Survival, and then The Cemetery's Full. Is that an instrumental? No, that was Acid Witch. So yeah, it was Fading Survival and then The Cemetery's Full. That was for YouTube. Now for Patreon, I did do the entire freaking album. So you should definitely go to my Patreon. It's I'm a Kaya. It's $5 to watch that. I'm just plugging it just in case. But yeah, Luck of the Corpse. And upon my first listen, I was a little on the fence. Like, I really liked the album, but I was still trying to figure out my thoughts on it. I've spent a lot more time with this album now, and I really, really like it. I don't like it as much as their 3rd album, which now I'm like super ticked that I don't remember the freaking name of it. Which is Fearless Undead Machines. Okay, it was Machines. So I liked Fearless Undead Machines more, just a little bit more than I liked Luck of the Corpse. But Luck of the Corpse is still a very, very solid debut album from Deceased. Again, if you're not familiar with Deceased, they're like a death thrash heavy metal crossover band. They're from Virginia. They're dope. shout out to you, King Valley. You're awesome. You're awesome. This was really, really great. And I found out that this is the cover from Black Sabbath, which I remember this from the Satanic Panic video. You liked so much that your body wants to delete information about it. My brain just sometimes doesn't work. Don't touch me. But yeah, it's got the Black Sabbath lady on it, so it's super like creepy. Here's the back. Overall, going into this record, I was expecting kind of this like old school death metal sound, and that's what I got with this. Like, honestly, I don't really hear too much. I mean, a little bit of like old school thrash with some of the like rhythm vibes, but I mostly just hear like old school death, like a little bit of that like swampy twang that you get with Morbid Angel, some sounds of like Deicide self-titled, and that type of thing. So it's still a very, very good album, and I would honestly say there's not any flops on this record, in my honest opinion. I can't find the opening to this record. I genuinely really, really like this album. The one thing that is tedious for me is their song. It is Psychedelic Warriors. That is the only song where, and I mentioned this in my full album reaction, where the kick drum specifically is extremely high in the mix, and I've mentioned this before, but when the kick drum is too high in the mix, I can hear the like tink 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 of the actual like drum hitting the I guess the kick, the pedal hitting the kick, and it's super distracting for me. So it's very, very high in the mix for that song Psychedelic Warriors. So it's very distracting, but otherwise it's not, it's fine. Otherwise it's fine. And I did mention this again in my album review where, that was really difficult for me to listening to the actual album digitally with headphones on. But I listened to this record both like through just my phone speakers, Bluetooth speakers, as well as on my actual like good speakers in my living room, and you really can't tell. Psychedelic Warriors is the only song where you can tell on all of those different methods. So it was the pedal for the kick drum on the actual like skin of the drum that you can hear. It's just really high in the mix, and it's distracting for me personally. Very personal thing. Otherwise, this whole album is really, really good. It really grew on me. I think my favorite songs are definitely the first like 4, especially The Cemetery's Fool. I really loved Decrepit Coma, and I really, really loved Birth by Radiation. I was kind of saying in my album reaction that I wanted a somewhat of a ballad from them, you know, and you kind of get that with Birth by Radiation, just a little bit. Look at that solid black CD on one side, and then of course you've got the Sabbath lady on the front. This is just so cool. But Birth by Radiation, you've got about 2 minutes of like this just beautiful, like, just it's beautiful. You don't expect it. It's so like, I don't know, it's a ballad. It's an instrumental ballad, and it's an instrumental piece for about 2 minutes, and then it goes into kind of this like death thrashy sound. Look how cool that is. And it's really cool. It's a very great way to kind of switch up the record. You don't expect it, especially as like the second to last track on the album. And then the other thing I really enjoyed in the last song was, and the last song is Gut Wrench. So about halfway through it, they've got this beefy AF solo. Hi, Hugo. How are you? Hi, Weird Spins. They've got this amazing solo in Gut Wrench, and then they end with this kind of it's just the rhythm section. They kind of let the album end with this instrumental, just drums and chuggy guitars, but the way they do it is just it's very nicely paced, and I love it so much. I love the ending of the record, and it's a very solid record. So this is the booklet. Watch Black Sabbath. I'm gonna watch it. It's on Tubi for free right now. What is your Wi-Fi setup? Hi, Quentin. How are you? I have a speaker set up. So yeah, these are just more photos and some lyrics. It's really good. Look up the Corpse trivia. The album art is still from an Italian horror film called Black Sabbath, the namesake of the band Black Sabbath. Yes, so I know it's from Black Sabbath. And like I said, the movie Black Sabbath is free on Tubi right now, so I'm actually planning a reaction for that. And I'm quite excited. You only have the Blueprints of Madness by Deceased. It was ripping. Yeah, they're a really, really solid band. So like I said, I prefer their concept record, Fearless Undead Machines, just a little bit more than this debut, but it's still really, really good. And definitely one of the most surprising bands that I've discovered so far this year. So I like it. Go listen to this. Go listen to Deceased. It was definitely a lot more like old school death metal vibes more than it was like heavy metal and thrash. Like I really didn't hear much heavy metal in it. It was definitely more death metal with a little bit of thrash in terms of like the rhythm. She's into Porno Grind. I've actually never listened to Porno Grind, but I have heard of it. I want to ask, do you stream on Twitch? Yes, I'm actually live on Twitch right now too. You should go and follow me. Here, I have new chat commands specifically for this. Twitch. Oh my gosh! Who just followed me? I see. I wish that, like, if you just followed me, will you write me in there? Will you write me? Hold on, let me see. Because Restream, like, doesn't tell me, and I can't set alerts in here, which I really want to. So thank you so much to whoever followed me. Thank you. You did? Okay, cool. Yay! Good. You followed me? Hi, Spooth. How are you? JK. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have alerts for... you can't set alerts in Restream. So we have 19 people in YouTube, 5 people in Twitch. If you are watching me right now and you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, don't be shy. You can like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll put it in the chat here. And then also I have my Twitch. So if you want to follow me on Twitch, we do live music reactions on Fridays. And I might be adding more days to Twitch here and there, but I just had my last day at my part-time job on Friday. So I've got like so much free time now to do stuff for my channel. So thank you so much for the follow. Y'all are awesome. And I just got affiliated on Twitch too. So there's no pressure at all for you to subscribe to my Twitch. But I'm just going to plug it and say if you don't like the ads on Twitch, you can subscribe for $5 a month, I think it is. And I said this at the beginning of my stream. But I got custom emotes coming, so I paid for them over the weekend. I'm waiting for the girl to design them. They're gonna be so cute, and I'm really excited. So we'll be getting yes, unemployed Kaya. That's not true. Sort of. I don't know. No, we do the channel. Well, the channel's my like full-time job. It just doesn't pay like a full-time job, but that's okay. But you know, we are getting cute emotes, so just hold on to your britches, girl. In a few days, I'll be getting them. So, she's apparently very fast. So, I'm excited. I'm excited to share these emotes and everything. And Friday's going to be fun. So, we're going to do live this Friday on Twitch. We're doing a bad music stream. So, come to the stream with music that you want me to suffer to. You subscribed a while ago. Channel is entertaining. Yay, I'm so glad that you're having fun. This channel is extremely fun to do. So Hannah B just announced opening for Limp Bizkit in Australia. So get on it. Oh my gosh. Hannah B with Limp Bizkit. That's interesting. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Bubby. I do not know about that. But that's okay. I am going to get Hannah B going, though. Bad music stream, is that on YouTube? It will be on Twitch. It will be on Twitch. So make sure you follow my Discord if you are not a part of my Patreon already. So follow my Discord. I'll put it in here. And in my Discord, there's a channel called Metal Rex, and you can basically submit your song requests. I do have some just simple rules. Make sure it's no longer than 5 minutes, and I am not going to be showing any music videos or lyric videos from labels. Also, just be mindful of if your music is with Warner or Universal Music, please, because they're the ones that are really nitpicky about the live DMCA takedowns. So you'll only be reacting to bad songs this Friday? Not all of them. It's gonna be a segment. We'll probably do like 20 songs. We'll probably do like 10 bad ones and then 10 good ones. So we'll see. So blame J-Dog for me subscribing. I love J-Dog. J-Dog is so fun. He's such a G. 1 hour of Garth Brooks and you'll want to jump off a cliff. I like Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks is going to be great. I just did, but I got here after finding you in the Satanic Panic video. Yay. Yeah, I'm really proud of that Satanic Panic video. So I've got a couple more Dark Mystery videos that I'm starting to work on, and I'm really excited. So now that I'm not doing my part-time job, it really, honestly, it really allows me to work on this channel consistently and just have more of an open schedule. So it was too much for me to balance both of them. So just stay tuned. There's going to be updates to the Patreon tiers, updates to, Twitch subs, emotes, and emotes with YouTube, and stuff like that. So I suggest Friday by Rebecca Black. Dude, that song was such a aha. I remember that came out when I was in middle school. That's kind of wild. This is cool. Where do you send requests? It'll be in the Metal Rex channel of my Discord. So it's in there. I joined your Discord. I didn't know you have a Discord server. Yes. So I do have a Discord server. It's called the Mosh Pit. We do listening parties, and we have just like a really cool environment there. So you can like show off merch that you get from shows. We talk about books, movies. There's a lot of memes that go around. Need a 25 minutes to request Burzum. Boo. Boo. No, your limit is 5 minutes. So I would be definitely down to check out Suicidal Tendencies because I actually really like I like the Garza podcast. Y'all know this. We watched a couple interviews from the Garza podcast. So Olivia Rodrigo is pretty bad in my opinion. I find her boring as piss. Yeah. I don't know about her. I don't know about her. You know? I feel like she's constantly straining her voice so much. You know? To hit some of those notes, girl. I don't know. Piss is pretty interesting, to be fair. ST? Oh, Suicidal Tendencies. I mean, I'm down. If y'all have recommendations for Suicidal Tendencies, you can submit them for sure. So, we got 30 people watching. Welcome to the stream. If you're new here, don't be shy. Say hi. We're just chilling. I kind of have an interview I want to watch for Nunslaughter, but you know, it's up to y'all. We're glossed up and ready to roll. Rebecca Black, Jason Aldean. Oh God, why are we talking about these people in here? The treadmill of turd trucks. Oh my gosh. Rebecca Black's not really in the same category as them. Rebecca Black, like, her career died like 10 years ago. Went to Cannibal Corpse, Mayhem, Gorguts, Blood Incantation this past Saturday. Oh my gosh, how was it? Yeah, they just played this weekend. Or they're playing this week in Dallas, I think is what it is. And that was actually a show I was planning on going to, but I've got more important things that I need to prepare for. So, like getting a new puppy. That's going to be next month in November. A lot of you know this already, but Jason Aldean, I'll put that on that turd list. Just don't put Machine Gun Kelly. I don't want my ears bleeding. Oh God. I can't believe that Machine Gun Kelly got, he actually got freaking nominated for a Grammy next to Ozzy Osbourne. Like, that's how far gone we are. So, you have a 2-year-old husky? Oh my gosh, what's his name? Or her name? I'm getting a baby girl bloodhound in November. I'm very excited. I actually just bought a baby gate for her because she's not 100% potty trained. So I've got to, like, while I'm managing the streams and everything, I've got to potty train a 5-month-old bloodhound puppy. They bought that nomination. Yeah, I guarantee it. Hi, Justin. Welcome back. What? That's insulting. Also, my husky's name is Max. Aww. Amazing. Cannibal Corpse was awesome. Gorguts was awesome. Blood Incantation, always a good live show. Mayhem was cool. So Mayhem was subpar, huh? MGK did a great portrayal of Tommy Lee from Motley Crue in the Dirt movie. Oh God. I'm gonna name her Rusty. And I'm really excited. She's a black and tan. So Spooner was a liver and tan, and she'll be black and tan. But she's got massive paws, and the female bloodhounds are supposed to be, I think, about like 80 pounds. So yeah, Cannibal Corpse's new album is pretty good. I mean, it's standard. It's good. I think it's like, it's good and I would re-listen to it, but it's not like album of the year in my opinion. Which is not a bad thing. Like, it's standard Cannibal Corpse, you know? Cannibal Corpse doesn't really put out bad albums, you know? So a little too atmospheric compared to the brutality. Yeah. Spooner will be missed. I know, he was so cute. My little baby. Spoonette? No, that is not going to be her name. You gotta watch the Dirt movie. It's hilarious. Motley biopic. It's not called Joe Dirt. I have not listened to Marduk's new album either. Okay, I'll write down the Dirt movie. Spoonette. You know, I went to the vet, and, you know, I was just picking up Spooner's ashes and some puppy info, you know, and I was like, hey, you know, I'm getting this new puppy in November, and stuff. And this, one of the vets that took care of Spooner was like, you should name her Fork. And I think she was like dead serious. And I was like, bestie, look, okay, I know Spooner is kind of a funny name. I named him that because I had wanted a bloodhound named Spooner since I was 12. I am not naming my bloodhound Fork. I am not going to name my second bloodhound Fork or Forker. It ain't happening. Number 1 goes to Dying Fetus. Dying Fetus had a very strong album. Yeah, I mean, and I obviously, like, by the end of the year, I'll have a better list of, like, what's, you know. No, Dying Fetus released a full-length album, mate. Plate, Knifer, Forky. Y'all are not naming my other dog. Maybe if I was contemplating getting a fish. Okay, here's the real tea. I was contemplating getting a fish and getting like and putting it in here and like having it be like glow in the dark. So if I do that, y'all can name the fish or 2. Okay, if we do that, y'all can name the fish. So, Dimebag Daryl is the greatest guitarist hands down. Ever? Or yeah, Dying Fetus released a whole ass record, girl. It was really good. Definitely right now, in terms of solid records for this year, based on what I've listened to, Dying Fetus is definitely up there. And Crypto's new album is up there. Who else? Happy New Week. Hi, Megadog. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Name the fish Sushi. So should I get fish? Glow-in-the-dark fish for the stream? I mean, I'm down. Ignia. That's a good name. 1999. Every poll named Iron Maiden's virtual... What is that? 11? As the worst album of 1998? Really? Crypto's so good. Burning Witches, I don't know. I haven't listened to them yet. I always saw EPs as an intro to how a group is branching out from their original sound. But what do I know? EPs are always just, yeah, a good way to, like... There's kind of a couple ways to do EPs. For example, you could do EPs like what Within Temptation is doing, which is like you're basically putting all the singles that you're releasing of a current record that's about to come out together into one thing, and as like promotion for your new record. That's exactly what Dying Fetus did with Make Them Beg for Death. You can also have EPs just be EPs, just like little snippets, like you don't have time or maybe money or whatever to do a full-length album, so you just do a few songs on an EP, and you know. Oh, Ignia as the band's new album. I thought you were talking about like a fish name. We're having very separate conversations in this chat. Ignia, the band's new album, progressive album of the year. I'm down to listen to Ignia. Also, yeah, I've got a request from Max Calavera. He donated to the stream last week on Monday, and I'll be doing his demoniac request. That's a 20-minute song that he requested, so I'll be doing that, which I'm excited about. So we have 21 people in the YouTube chat and 7 people in Twitch. If you are new to here, feel free to say hello. Hi, Wicked, how are you? Your vote is for Scorched by Overkill for Best Album of the Year. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, I still have yet to listen to Cryptopsy's new record, and I haven't listened to Obituary's new album yet. Oh, there was Cattle Decapitation's Terracite too, though. Which honestly was not... It was good. It was good, but thank you, Patrick. I appreciate that. Sometimes I feel like my voice is too much, but a lot of people really liked Terracite. I thought Terracite was good, but I don't think it was as good as Death Atlas. Death Atlas was just a piece of work. It was good. It was so good, but it's also like 2 completely different vibes, you know? Yeah, I'm kind of afraid to listen to the new Cryptopsy album because I just don't know if it's going to be good. I've heard mixed things. I've actually heard a lot of people praising it, but I think it's just, you know, oh my gosh. You definitely don't think it's annoying. It's fine. A better live show I saw was Infected Rain. Ooh, I have not seen Infected Rain. I mentioned this last stream too, but next month I'm seeing Cattle Decapitation again, which I'm really excited about, and then Suffocation, and I'm super excited about that. Even though Suffocation was like okay for me, I'm definitely always down to see people live. Watch this Fantano short review on Cryptopsy. Does he roast it? Fantano can be interesting, to say the least. Black Braid is the best album of the year? Ooh, Hunty, I don't know about that. I lost a lot of respect for Black Braid after his little fiasco at the festival earlier this year. I'm just like, girl. Some people need to just learn to behave a little better and more mature. He kind of summed up my thoughts well. Anthony Fantano Crypta.
Hi everyone.
Let's see. I'm looking it up. Anthony Fantano Crypta. Did he have a short about it? There's nothing on here. I don't even see it. Cryptopsy short. Oh, okay. I thought it was Crypta. Okay, hold on. Cryptopsy. Ah, here we go. Okay, hold on. This is it?
One of Canada's greatest.
Hold on. Sorry, I have to adjust the volume a little bit for things.
Death metal exports Cryptopsy is back with their first record in over a decade, and it is one of the most disappointing metal comebacks of the year. But why? Because the drums on this thing sound like a piece of heavy machinery malfunctioning, and the guitar riffs have little to no groove much of the time, and the notes they play feel almost randomly generated by an internet algorithm. The production all around is mid. The vocals, while fine by your usual death metal standards, are not as stand out as we've, known Cryptopsy to be. These guys are not a generic death metal band. While maybe it's too high of a bar to pass, this just does not come close to holding a candle to their 90s stuff, but I guess at least it's better than the band's attempts at deathcore on The Unspoken King years ago. One of Canada's greatest death metal exports.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Thrash Maniac. How are you? What are people saying about this? While it's none so vile or blasphemy made flesh, which I wasn't expecting it to be.
Fetch.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for following. I actually really liked this one. The vocals in particular were a highlight for me. I liked it a good bit, to be honest. They never lived up to None So Vile. That was rough. Ooh, that was savage. Ooh, didn't think it was bad. See, that's what I'm saying is there's a lot of people that, damn, you went hard on it. But not nearly as disappointing as you found it. Yeah. I mean, honestly, sometimes, sorry, I thought I heard like a noise. Hold on. Sometimes I feel like I hear noises in my house and I'm like, what the hell was that? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like Anthony Fantano judges things a little too harshly, you know? For views and whatever, like I don't really listen to what Anthony Fantano says. He rarely gives metal praise. Yeah, I mean, and I used to watch his content like all the time when I was younger. But he's interesting. Like and I've always been a big fan of Kanye. I don't listen to him as much anymore, but back then I used to be a huge Kanye fan. And he like gave My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy like a 7 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10, and everybody freaked out about that. And back in the day, I thought that album was really good. But now that I've grown, I'm like, it's all right. I agree with his 6 review, you know. And then he gave Life of Pablo, which is one of my favorite records by Kanye. He had originally given that like also like a 7. And then he re-reviewed it and gave it a 10 out of 10 because he realized then, like, oh, yeah, this album slaps. So he also has shorts for Cannibal and Dying Fetus. He actually listens and reviews them. That's crazy. I appreciate that, though. But I don't know. I think he's kind of cool. I mean, I guess I have an admiration for Anthony Fantano because I love music and I've always thought it would be so cool to, like, have a channel like his. You know, to be able to like, you know, to be able to actually review music all the time, you know? So did I just get a subby on Twitch? I'm just seeing. I'm checking my stream. How are we doing? How's everybody? Okay, cool. Sorry, I had to just check. You subbed. Oh my gosh, thank you, Thrash Maniac. That is so sweet. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I can't do alerts in this. I'm going to try and see if I can, but part of me kind of wants to not restream anymore. So I can just have better alerts for both YouTube and Twitch, you know, because if you subscribe, I can't see it on here through Restream. It's like, oh. So day one, I thought Kanye was puke. I went through a huge Kanye fan. Like, I still have all of his albums. But you know, I don't know. I know he's like controversial now. I mean, when has he not really been controversial? But, oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I can do it through Stream Elements or Nightbot. But honestly, there's so many bots. There's so many things. Like, setting up the stuff for streaming is like feel like I need to go to school for it sometimes, because it's like, oh, you can use like any one of these bots, and then you have all of these commands. And also, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be honest, okay? Here's an honest take from somebody who's like streamed on both Twitch and YouTube, okay? They don't tell you this going into it, okay? That when you go into freaking streaming or setting up a Discord, for example, you can have a mod thing, either a bot or something. You can set it up, and they're like, you know, what words do you not want in your stream? Or like if somebody writes something, like these are the words that get insta deleted by our mod bot, right? Bubba, I wish for the love of God that they would just have those words already in there, and then you could just take away and add whatever you want or don't want in your thing. But no, they force you to write out the words you don't want in your chats or in your stream or whatever to be insta banned. And I'm talking like the worst of the worst words. They're making my ass have to go in there and like be like, I don't want this word. I don't want this word. I don't want this word. Why do I have to spell it out? Why do I have to do this? Ugh. They don't tell you that you have to do that. I just don't like it. Super chat. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Patrick. Have you ever listened to anything by Behemoth or Campfire? Oh my gosh. Yes, I actually did a Behemoth reaction, I think, on my channel. I think I did a 5-song discography dive for Behemoth. Let's see. I'm a Kaya YouTube. Yep, I did. It's my Metal Reactions number 45. I did a full 5-song discography dive of Behemoth. It's an hour and 20 minutes long. So it was really quite fun. It was cool because I got to like dive through their whole discography and everything a little bit. I mean, I only did 5 songs, but we covered several different albums and got to see their like most recent music videos and kind of their older stuff too. So thank you so much for the super chat. Shout out to you. I think I saw Kanye shooting his mouth off in an early interview that he was a genius. Yeah, he's definitely got an ego on him. Yes, mostly listen to Zaskia. Zaskia was really good. I need to revisit Behemoth. You should watch it. Yes, I don't post the 5-song discography dives or full album reactions on YouTube anymore unless they're partnered, because it can be, especially for the 5-song discography dives, it can just be a pain in the ass when you're dealing with copyright on YouTube, honestly. Because you could have, 5 songs off of 5 different albums from 5 different labels, and then you're getting claims from 5 different labels on one single video. And if you have one song that gets blocked, it blocks obviously the entire thing, and then it's a pain in the ass. So you like watching my older videos? Yeah, they're special. Oh my gosh, speaking of older videos, I am doing my corpse paint video part 2 tomorrow, because I'm like, I've got to pick a day when I'm not batching other content, so I don't have like a full face of makeup, because I have to start with a bare face. But we're doing every Moshtober now. We have an annual corpse paint video where I try out corpse paint. Oh my god, do we want to watch that real quick? I haven't rewatched this. I haven't rewatched this video since we did it. Wait. Wait. Oh no, do I want to cringe? Do I want to cringe to this? Maybe I do. But it's up to y'all. You have to tell me. We've got like 5 minutes. I'm feeling pretty spicy cute today, though. I'm just going to toot my own horn. I like these little... I'm freezing, dude. Like, one of my foots is like, boom, so cold. Disaster of a video. Definitely cringe. Honestly, you're so rude. Okay, we're going to watch it. You're welcome. I'm pulling it up right now. Oh my gosh. It is cute. Oh no. I look so much skinnier. But I was working out all the time when I was doing this damn thing. Oh, did I have no music on? I'm sorry, I didn't unmute the music. I had music for me, but I had no music for you. That's embarrassing. Thank God there are no older videos of me. So, yeah, here's Corpse Paint. First time ever, part 1. And we are going to be doing this again in a few... Tomorrow I'm filming it. I'm going to be doing Corpse Paint. All I know is I've seen some photos of Corpse Paint. And girl, this is me without makeup. I'm going to try it. I don't really know what design I'm going for, but I'm hoping that the internet and some Google research can give me some inspiration. So I've got the headband. Look at that hair, girl. I'm wearing some, like, you know, they said it could possibly... Coda is my old Norwegian account. She's going ham on Spooner. It's kind of sad that, like, both my dogs in this video are, like, gone now, except Coda's still alive. The audio quality's definitely got better, yeah. I know I don't look super metal. I'm just wearing like a thermal under this. I don't know. Girl, nobody cares. I'm freezing now though, but it's all for... Look at those arms, bestie. I have a mirror over here, so if you see me checking myself out, girl, look at you snatched. Great. How do my arms look? God, you're such a freaking... Look at those bare shelves. Yeah, tell me about it. Look how fudging skinny I was. I was like 112 pounds. Not good. Okay. Sorry, I'm not here to flex. I'm here to do corpse paint. God. Stand. We're gonna have to cake this on. Whoa. I already got it on something. Oh, girl. You want it like really white. No. This is what I gotta do tomorrow. I'm not. Girl, work. I'm not into it. Wow, this feels awful drying. Yeah. This feels so bad. But I guess it doesn't matter. So, tell me in the comments, do you guys wear, like, corpse paint? What's the sitch? Baby girl, I love the pink nail polish. What's the deal? So, this obviously is for, like, you know, going to shows and stuff. If your corpse paint looks too nice and well drawn out, it looks bad to me. Yeah, I really don't know. I need ideas for this next corpse paint one. I'm about to shave. Store, you know, props to you. That's probably going to be something that we do on this channel. Honestly. Am I going to need to, like, do just more layers? Like, how solid white do we want it to be? Solid white, girl. And do y'all apply it with a sponge or do you apply it with your hands? Do you wear it for mostly like black metal shows? Or is this like any kind of show for metal? I know sometimes like y'all will wear eyeliner and stuff for the shows. What's your main thing? Just don't look in the mirror while doing it. What's your go-to concert outfit? Tell me that too. I want to know. Baby, baby, it's a Fergie, baby. That's what takes to take that. I gotta even out this nose though. She's looking a little rough. We're trying to go for like ready for the show. You know? I don't know how much like detail we need, but a lot of detail. I basically don't want to look like a doof. I'm preparing to go to a show. That's what I'm imagining this is for. Okay. You know, I think we're gonna get... That's about as good as we're gonna get it, honestly. Like, when you see a hat on, you see it a little bit, and then we'll bring the black. We're gonna use our finger. Oh god. Oh god.
They like go over the eyebrows. Okay. Oh man.
So
Over the
misled.
eyebrows. Girl, I am not getting this in my eye. Oh, it's so much better getting it on the finger. But, you know, I wouldn't be the first one to tell you that. Oh my lord. Jesus, take the wheel. Honey, trying to get this paint out my damn eyebrow is gonna be harder than getting gum off the shoe. Oh.
Still southern.
On a hot summer day, are you kidding me? So we definitely went a little berserk on the white paint over here. So we're gonna have to do some recon.
Recon.
Here we go.
No, this is when it all falls apart. I went in blind.
Oh man, I don't know how well this is gonna work. We're now on to the improvisation stage of the face. This was not a part of the deal originally, but this is what we're doing now. So I'm fully committed. It was going so good until it wasn't. Oh no, I look like a crow. Okay, great.
No.
That's that for me. So now
I haven't seen this in so long.
let's just take this line, fat finger it. Okay, she's got a curve. You look
No.
like one of those cheap like kroll skulls. My face has turned into a butterfly. That is basically what is happening with this. Unbeknownst to everybody here, we have now turned into a butterfly. So what was once corpse paint is now just a really ugly looking butterfly. Oh, Bubba. No, I don't want it. Okay, I need to like come up with a plan. of how I'm
You
going to
have no
fix
plan.
This looks really bad.
You
Really,
have
really
no
bad
plan.
already. So we can
Stop.
definitely like fix it
Touching your
by
face.
maybe going.
No.
How do we turn these into like double?
No.
So we could probably make it more round.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
more angled maybe. Okay.
No.
We're gonna
It's so...
fix it. Don't worry. We're not gonna be angry butterfly for long.
No. Oh my god. No. It just keeps getting worse.
Oh my lord. Look, okay, we're trying our best. If you're laughing behind this damn camera, okay? Okay, well, it's not too bad.
Oh, it's pretty bad.
It's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. What can we do to fix the bottom here?
Stop
Well,
touching your
maybe
face.
We just like
She puts the wing and wing in it.
bigger. Okay, let's just work on the bottom here. What do we want to do for the mouth? Is this like fine to put on the lips? I don't care.
Oh god. See, I don't mind the bottom of it. You
I
know.
want to do. Oh God, where it's just like. You know,
Almost Peter Chris at
head and
this
it's all
point.
like that. Snatch. How's that? Oh, when did we mess up? No. Oh no.
Adds
I have
more.
these little, like, hickeys. It works and then it doesn't work. It's like it wants to work and then it doesn't work. I messed it up. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. What else do I want to do? What does this girl have?
You know, it looks like a beard thing. Where you tried to fix it, it's super funny to me.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta smoke it out a little.
Yeah, I don't mind the smoked out. I forgot how bad it looked. Yeah.
Shadow for the corpse paint, pretty much.
Messed up a long time
Okay.
ago.
I still don't know what to do with this section here. Like, I don't.
I know, I need to have a
See if I
plan.
can find any more ideas. I need to trademark it. I look so ridiculous. But now the next thing I think we need to do is like do you know?
Look at
Got
that.
a dot there. We might as well just copy the dot,
No.
I guess. How do we look? Do
Awful.
we look corpse painty? Not really.
No.
Do we need more like veins up here or something? So everything I think just needs to like
Go down.
be pulled down.
That's my solution for everything. It just needs to be pulled down.
I just want to look like I've been like grabbed by zombies down here. Does
God.
this look good?
No.
What do you think?
No,
What
it
are your
looks so
thoughts?
bad, girl.
And then I think the last step of the process is I'm going to, I kind of want to put something like through the center here.
Kept getting worse. I have an idea of what I want to do for next time, for tomorrow. At least I tried it.
Make it across. I think we nailed the corpse paint look, in my personal opinion. I don't know
No.
about you,
No,
but this feels pretty black metal.
it's not.
I feel like, you know, once we close the eyes,
No. No.
oh yeah.
No.
Now all we need is some like light blue contacts to like make our eyes really pop, and then we can like,
Looks like tar splatter.
it's almost there. It's kind of there. I wanted to do more, like I have so much black on the face, on the top. I needed to like leave this white. For sure, I needed to leave the nose white. Like I like the idea of like leaning your head back and then seeing the whole sharpness of it.
I'm not
and
too
then,
mad
like,
with the
that.
mouth.
And I like the idea of having like a cross on your forehead. I'm not sure what these are, but I want them to be more razor sharp next time. Like we can just go, you know? But then I also feel like maybe next time I'll just do a full like heart shape. and
Barbecue exploded on your face? Bob, that's bad. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, I mean, part of me kind of wants to do like a cross. Like have a cross and then have it come like this way, or do it like, I don't know. I could do like black and then have something like come down and have it like super razor sharp two things. Like kind of take this idea and roll with it, because it could be like cross and then two lines or something like that. That might not be a bad idea. I'll have to kind of draw something like that. If you want to see a good corpse paint, look at Nurgle from Behemoth. Okay, I will. I'll get inspiration for it. We'll see. You went to a Slayer concert in 2007 with Slayer and painted your face. Needless to say, I turned heads the whole night. That's amazing. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. It's gonna be pretty fun, but it was a good try. It definitely was. Grumpy cat. I could just like copy Abbot's thing. No, but I want it to be original, you know? I want to have something original. So anyway, you guys. I appreciate you hanging out and being here. Like I said, we're going to have a bad music stream. It's not just going to be metal, but we're going to have a bad music stream on Friday. We're going to do both live reactions to good stuff, and then some bad music. That will be, again, on Friday on Twitch. So make sure you follow me on Twitch. If you want to subscribe, you can. You don't have to. I get it. So if you enjoyed today's live stream, make sure that you like this stream. And yeah, I appreciate you watching and supporting. Make sure you join my Discord, The Mosh Pit. There's an invite link, at least on YouTube. There's an invite link in the description. Gonna put a post on Patreon. Yep, I'll put a post on Patreon. It'll either be today or tomorrow for the requests. So yeah, if you join my Discord, you can put requests in the Metal Rex channel. If you're in my Patreon already, though, I'll have a post tomorrow or today. So 1 hour of Fall Out Boy will make you beg for death. Don't, please. No, I can't. But it's gonna be super fun. I'm very excited. And tomorrow we've got a very fun video, a very fun reaction planned. So make sure you stay tuned for that. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Monday. I hope you have a wonderful week. And I will see you later, okay? Okay. Bye, you guys.